Welcome back to Brain Bitesize. Today, we're delving into the intricacies of the INFP personality type, exploring 15 unique weaknesses that come with being an INFP. So, if you've ever wondered about the downsides of having this personality, stick around to find out more. Number 1. Overly idealistic. This can be a strength. It fuels their creativity and passion and drives them to strive for the best in every situation. However, this idealism can also be one of the most significant weaknesses of an INFP. INFPs are dreamers, often looking at the world through rose-colored glasses. They envision a perfect world where everyone is kind, fairness reigns, and all dreams come true. This isn't inherently negative. Their optimism can be infectious and inspiring. Still, when reality doesn't align with their ideological views, it can lead to considerable disappointment. This overly idealistic nature can make INFPs vulnerable to disillusionment. When reality falls short of their expectations, which can often be loftier than most, they may feel disappointed and disheartened. This disappointment can impact their mood, productivity, and overall outlook on life. Number 2. Highly sensitive. While this trait allows them to forge deep, meaningful connections with others, it also serves as a double-edged sword, making them particularly susceptible to disillusionment and emotional lows. INFPs are often profoundly in tune with their emotions and the feelings of those around them. This high level of emotional intelligence can enable them to empathize with others on a deeper level than most, making them excellent friends, partners, and counselors. Their sensitivity allows them to understand and respond to the needs and feelings of others, creating strong bonds and relationships. However, this heightened sensitivity can also leave INFPs vulnerable. They are more likely to be affected by negative feedback, criticism, or conflict, which can send them spiraling into emotional lows. This is especially true when the negativity comes from someone they care about deeply. Their sensitivity can make them take things more personally than intended, leading to feelings of hurt, disillusionment, and sometimes even betrayal. Number 3. Impractical. The INFP personality type, often known as the dreamer or the idealist, is characterized by a deep commitment to their values. However, this unwavering dedication can sometimes lead them to overlook practical considerations, making finding feasible solutions to real-world problems challenging. This tendency to be impractical is one of the critical weaknesses of the INFP personality type. INFPs are driven by their inner world of ideas, principles, and values. They have a strong sense of what's right and are not afraid to stand up for their beliefs. However, this can sometimes cause them to become so engrossed in their idealistic vision that they lose sight of the practical realities around them. For instance, if an INFP is working on a project that doesn't align with their values, they might refuse to compromise, even if it jeopardizes the project's success. Their refusal to deviate from their ideals can make it challenging for them to work in teams or environments where compromise and flexibility are required. Similarly, INFPs may struggle with day-to-day tasks that require a practical approach. They might spend more time dreaming about the future than planning for it, leading to problems like missed deadlines or unfulfilled responsibilities. Their tendency to get lost in their thoughts can make it hard to stay grounded and focused on the task at hand. Number 4. Overcommitment. Driven by their innate desire to help others and make a positive impact, they often stretch themselves too thin, trying to assist everyone they encounter. While this characteristic highlights their compassion, it can be detrimental, leading to burnout and strained relationships. INFPs are known for their empathetic hearts and willingness to go above and beyond for the people they care about. They genuinely want to support others and contribute to their well-being. However, in their quest to be there for everyone, they can neglect their own needs. This can result in feelings of exhaustion, stress, and even burnout if they're not careful. Moreover, their habit of overcommitting can also put undue pressure on their relationships. They may promise more than they can deliver, unintentionally disappointing those relying on them. Over time, this pattern can strain their relationships as friends, family, or colleagues may start to perceive them as unreliable. Number 5. Difficulty opening up. Known for their reserved nature, INFPs tend to be private individuals who guard their inner world closely. This characteristic can make it challenging for others to understand them, often leading to feeling misunderstood truly. INFPs are introspective and deeply reflective, with a rich inner life that they rarely share with others. They often have a world of thoughts, feelings, and ideals that they keep to themselves. While this depth of thought and emotion makes them unique, it can also create a barrier between them and those around them. This tendency to be closed off can be particularly problematic in their relationships. Friends, family, and partners may struggle to know the real person behind the quiet exterior. INFPs may come across as distant or aloof, even if they don't intend to be, simply because they find it hard to express their innermost thoughts and feelings. Number 6. Self-criticism. INFPs are highly reflective and hold themselves to incredibly high standards, often becoming their own harshest critics. This propensity for negative self-talk can damage their self-esteem and overall well-being. INFPs have a strong sense of idealism and perfectionism, often leading them to set unrealistic expectations for themselves. They may resort to harsh self-judgment and criticism when they inevitably fall short of these lofty ideals. They might criticize themselves for perceived failures or shortcomings, overlooking their strengths and achievements. This negative self-talk can be harmful, leading to low self-esteem, anxiety, and even depression if left unchecked. It can also hinder their progress and growth as they may become too afraid of making mistakes or failing, preventing them from taking risks or exploring new opportunities. Number 7. Emotional decision-making. Their passion for ideas and possibilities can sometimes lead them to make impulsive decisions, and they may struggle to sustain the same enthusiasm over time. INFPs are dreamers and idealists, often enthralled by new concepts and possibilities. They tend to get excited about their ideas and may rush into action without fully considering the practical implications or potential challenges. This impulsivity, driven by their enthusiasm, can result in choices that aren't thoroughly thought through or plans that aren't sustainable in the long run. Moreover, this emotional decision-making can lead to inconsistency in their commitment. The initial excitement and passion for a new idea can wane over time, especially when they encounter obstacles or the mundane aspects of implementation. They might lose interest and move on to the next exciting idea before seeing the current one through to completion. This inconsistency can be frustrating for both the INFP and those around them. Projects may be left unfinished and goals unachieved, leading to feelings of dissatisfaction or failure. It can also affect their relationships, mainly if others rely on them to follow through on their commitments. Number 8. Avoidance of confrontation. As peace-loving individuals, they often go to great lengths to avoid conflict. Although this trait can make them agreeable and easy to get along with, it can also hinder their ability to address significant issues head-on. INFPs value harmony in their relationships, and the mere thought of confrontation can cause them considerable distress. They may overlook problems or suppress feelings to maintain a peaceful atmosphere, even when the situation calls for open discussion or confrontation. This avoidance can lead to unresolved issues or resentment over time, potentially harming their relationships. Moreover, their aversion to conflict can also impact their personal growth and development. Confrontation, albeit uncomfortable, often leads to resolution, understanding, and growth. By avoiding difficult conversations, INFPs may miss opportunities to learn, develop resilience, and build stronger, more honest relationships. Number 9. Poor small talk skills. As deep thinkers who cherish meaningful conversations, they may find casual chit-chat about mundane topics uninteresting and draining. This can make social situations where small talk is expected, like networking events or casual get-togethers, particularly challenging for them. INFPs are introspective and value authenticity in their interactions. They are more interested in understanding people's thoughts, feelings, and motivations rather than discussing the weather or the latest celebrity gossip. When placed in situations where surface-level conversations are the norm, they may feel out of their depth or disinterested, leading to awkward exchanges. Their struggle with small talk can also impact their ability to build new relationships. Small talk is a stepping stone to deeper connections in many social contexts. By finding it draining or avoiding it, INFPs may inadvertently limit their opportunities to meet new people and form relationships. Number 10. Difficulty finishing projects. INFPs are naturally creative and innovative, often brimming with ideas and excited about starting something new. However, their passion for initiating projects can sometimes overshadow their commitment to seeing them through to completion. INFPs are driven by their values and inspiration, and when a new idea strikes, they are eager to dive right in. This initial excitement, however, can fade as the project progresses, especially when they encounter obstacles, or the work becomes routine or tedious. They may then be tempted to abandon the current project in favor of a new, more exciting one, leading to a cycle of unfinished tasks. The desire for immediate gratification can further exacerbate this issue. INFPs enjoy starting something new and may derive immediate satisfaction from the creative process. However, the hard work and persistence required to complete a project, particularly in the face of challenges, may not provide the same instant reward, making it harder for them to stay motivated. This pattern of starting but not finishing projects can lead to feelings of frustration and unfulfilled potential. It can also impact their credibility and reliability in professional settings, where seeing tasks through to the end is crucial. Number 11. Procrastination. Known for their imaginative and introspective nature, INFPs may struggle to focus on practical, day-to-day tasks and responsibilities. This can lead to a tendency to delay or postpone tasks, particularly those they perceive as mundane or uninspiring. INFPs are driven by their passions and values, and they thrive when working on projects that stimulate their creativity and align with their personal beliefs. However, not all tasks will captivate their interest in the same way. When faced with responsibilities that don't resonate with their intrinsic motivations, INFPs may find it challenging to initiate action, leading to procrastination. Their perfectionist tendencies often compound this difficulty with getting started. As idealists, INFPs have high standards and a strong desire to produce quality work. The fear of not meeting these expectations can cause them to delay starting a task, as they may feel they need more time or resources to do it perfectly. Number 12. Difficulty with structure. Known for their preference for flexibility and spontaneity, INFPs often find themselves at odds with highly organized environments. This can create difficulties for them in both personal and professional settings, impacting their productivity and overall well-being. INFPs are naturally independent and free-spirited, thriving in situations where they can think creatively and approach tasks uniquely. They value exploration and discovery, often seeking out new experiences and perspectives. They may feel confined and uninspired when placed in a rigid structure that limits this freedom and creativity. This discomfort with routine extends to their daily schedules as well. INFPs prefer the flexibility to adapt and change their plans as needed. They may resist strict timetables and deadlines, finding them stifling and counterproductive to their creative process. Number 13. Fear of rejection. While a strength in many regards, their sensitive nature can also make them particularly vulnerable to perceived criticism or disapproval. This fear can act as a barrier, hindering their personal and professional growth. INFPs have a strong desire for authenticity and deep connections with others. They yearn for acceptance and understanding, not just for their ideas, but for who they are. The thought of being rejected or misunderstood can be profoundly distressing for them, leading to avoidance behavior. They might hesitate to express their thoughts, feelings, or ideas, especially when they anticipate disagreement or disapproval. This fear of rejection can also impact their professional lives. They may be reluctant to take risks or pursue opportunities that could expose them to criticism or failure. This can limit their career progression and prevent them from fully realizing their potential. Number 14. Difficulty setting boundaries. Known for their generous and empathetic nature, INFPs often prioritize the needs and feelings of others above their own. However, this selflessness can sometimes lead to a lack of personal boundaries, leaving them feeling overwhelmed or taken advantage of. INFPs have a strong desire to help and understand others, and they often go out of their way to accommodate the needs of those around them. This willingness to support others is a testament to their compassionate nature, but it can also lead to situations where they neglect their own needs and desires. This struggle with boundary setting can manifest in different ways. For instance, they may find it hard to say no when asked for help, even when already stretched thin. They may also have difficulty asserting their own needs in relationships, leading to a pattern of self-sacrifice that can result in feelings of resentment or burnout. Number 15. Overthinking. With their rich inner world and active imagination, INFPs tend to analyze situations and possibilities in great detail. While this trait can be an asset in specific contexts, allowing them to delve deeply into subjects and consider all aspects, it can also lead to anxiety and indecision. INFPs are known for their reflective nature and ability to see multiple facets of a situation. They often find themselves absorbed in intricate thought processes, considering different scenarios and outcomes. This can be beneficial when it leads to creative problem-solving or in-depth understanding. However, the downside is that they can easily get caught up in their thoughts, leading to a cycle of overanalysis. This propensity for overthinking can result in unnecessary worry and stress as they contemplate everything that could go wrong. It can also lead to paralysis by analysis, where they become so caught up in considering all possible outcomes that they struggle to make decisions or take action. Now, these weaknesses don't define INFPs entirely. They also possess numerous strengths, like their creativity and empathy. However, acknowledging these weaknesses can be the first step towards personal growth and improved relationships. If you're enjoying our content, please consider giving this video a thumbs up, subscribing to Brain Bitesize, and hitting that notification bell. We've got more captivating insights into psychology coming your way.